I'm Alyssa Brown with Bariatric Keto for Women and lead moderator of the pre-surgery group, and it's time for Meal Prep Sunday. So I have several new recipes this week, and I'm doing something a little bit different and showing you what the food looks like on a plate so you can see it a little better. So first thing we've got is a Fathead dough pizza. The Fathead dough we cook for about 9 minutes. Then add the toppings. We did 1/4 cup of Rouse marinara, 1/4 cup of crumbled turkey sausage, 1/2 serving of turkey pepperoni, which was 8 slices of turkey pepperoni, and 1/4 cup of mixed bell peppers and onions, and then top that with 1/4 cup of shredded mozzarella and bake it for another about 5 to 6 minutes until the cheese is fully melted. Now, if you want to make these, make the Fathead dough ahead of time, cook it for the 9 minutes, then put it between sheets of parchment paper, put it in a Ziploc bag, and freeze it. And they defrost really quickly, and they taste just as good warmed up later in the week. Okay. Next thing we have is a keto kung pao chicken. So this has chicken, bell peppers, zucchini, over a cauliflower rice. The sauce has a bunch of ingredients that are too long to list, but there's nothing in it that is sugary or not bariatric keto friendly. I use xanthan gum to thicken the sauce a little bit, and then garnished it with some roasted cashews and some sesame seeds, and that was really good as well. Next thing we have is called a chicken bomb. The chicken bomb is basically a jalapeno stuffed with cream cheese, garlic, and shredded cheddar cheese. Then you take a chicken breast and pound it out and wrap that around the jalapeno, and then wrap that in bacon. And you cook that, and I haven't tried this one yet, but it looks really yummy. And then we have that with some green beans. I always have people tell me how tasty my green beans are. What I do is I use fresh green beans, or you can use the fresh frozen. I boil them in a chicken stock for about 10 minutes, drain them, and then I cook them on top of the stove in some type of an oil. You know, sometimes I use bacon fat, sometimes I use olive oil or ghee. And then I add something called Better Than Bouillon. So this is a bouillon paste, and just 1 tablespoon seasons a whole recipe of green beans. So I add the Better Than Bouillon and a little garlic powder and pepper, and they just turn out really yummy. Next thing we have is a lasagna. So I will tell you, lasagna is one of my all-time favorite foods. So since I started keto, I've been playing with different recipes, trying to find one that I really like that's not too time consuming, because you know lasagna is kind of labor intensive anyway, so I don't want to add a bunch more work. So I've done the zoodle lasagna before, and that was a lot of work with cutting the zoodles and pre-cooking them, and then trying to get the moisture out, and it was just a lot. So this one uses cabbage. It was a lot easier than the zoodle lasagna. So you just chop up your cabbage. I used 12 cups of the cabbage pre-cooked, and then that cooked down to about 6 cups, and I ended up using about 4 cups in the recipe. So instead of doing a layer of noodles, you just do a layer of cooked cabbage, then your pasta sauce, the egg and cheese mixture, and then mozzarella cheese. And we did 2 layers of that. And this turned out really good. Now I will tell you, I have some lasagna noodles that should be arriving this week, and they're made with hearts of palm, and I'm so excited to try those, and I will be doing a recipe of lasagna soon with those, so we'll see how that turns out. Okay, so those are our 4 main dishes for the week. Then for breakfast we have these egg cups. So I did 2 different things this week. The first one just has sausage and cheese and egg, and then the second one has bell peppers, ham, and egg and cheese. And we've made these before, and they're always really good. They're really easy just to pop in the microwave for 30 seconds and eat them on the way to work. Last thing we have here is a loaded radish. Now we have some salmon that we're gonna grill later in the week when it's not 12 degrees outside, and this will be our side for that. So I was a little bit skeptical of this because I'm not a huge radish fan, but turns out when you cook them on top of the stove with some butter for about 10 to 15 minutes, they totally lose that radish flavor. But they have the consistency of a cooked potato. So the radishes by themselves are awfully bland. I put some garlic salt on them and I cooked them in olive oil. But then I added shredded cheddar cheese and bacon and chives and about a tablespoon of ranch, and they're really yummy. Okay guys, so that's everything I have for this week. Let me see what you guys are meal prepping for the week, or just tell me what you're planning on eating for the week. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.